Welcome to Taplay Outdoors. All right, we're back in Algonquin Park. It's a late summer, early fall canoe trip. We're launching at Rock Lake, where we have one portage that's 375 meters into Penn Lake. We have a 3-hour paddle to our campsite destination for the weekend. Setting up base camp, we can take lots of gear, lots of food, eat well the entire weekend. Did I mention we're gonna eat well this weekend? I'm looking forward to it. Stick around. Hope you enjoy this video. Our first stop was at the Rock Lake Campground office to check in and confirm our reservations for our trip. We then traveled 150 meters west to the access point on the Madawaska River between Whitefish and Rock Lakes. I always feel rushed at these access points, so I took the time to organize, load, and balance my canoe. Not too far up the Madawaska, we were greeted by a family of mergansers. I always find these ducks quite comical and funny looking. So we're about to enter Rock Lake right now out of the Madawaska River. Rock Lake is pretty flat right now, so we're taking advantage of this. But she's a beauty. After a short paddle halfway down the lake, on the west side, we reach Pictou Bay. So these are the pictographs on Pictou Bay on Rock Lake. Indigenous pictographs. Nice. Right there? Right beside you, right there. It was a pretty cool feeling knowing that quite possibly a young gentleman was in this very same spot, maybe recording his adventure through orca paintings many years ago, the same way I am recording mine to share with all of you. Yeah. Boys! Video. I don't know. We're approaching the portage into Penn Lake from Rock. It's a 375 meters around a set of falls, which I'll show in a minute. This is the portage from Rock to Penn, 375 meters around a set of rapids. Penn Lake is at a higher elevation. Here we go, baby. Oh, it's so good to be back in Algonquin Park. So as you head across the portage, and at the end of the first boardwalk, there's a natural spring where you're able to fill your water bottle up. So there will be a wet area at the end of this boardwalk. Follow this back. So you follow the little path over rocks, and there's a natural spring. I'll get my water in the bottle and I'll fill it up. I'm gonna fill up my bottle here. Now that's some damn cold spring water. Got some fresh water from the spring. Best water I've tasted in a long time.
So finally made it to the Portage spot. Brent, as his usual, is carrying a ton of gear, doing his thing, strong as an ox.
So this is what we're portaging around.
I snuck off the main portage to walk back along the falls. I wanted to see if I couldn't find any of the petroglyph carvings in some of the rocks.
Those would be fun to slide down.
I was unsuccessful. Instead, I captured some of the great views of Penn Falls.
Welcome to Penn Lake.
I don't know if you're going to be able to get everything.
Favorite part of the trip, portaging.
Tony hydrating after a long battle.
After about a 3-hour paddle, we arrived at our campsite.
Our site for this evening, and we're going to be staying here all weekend. All right, we're going to call this home for the night. Has a little kitchenette table, fire pit with sufficient seating, lots of flat tent spots. Looks good to me.
This is our spot here, and then you go up here, and that's where we are staying. Tony and Steve coming in. 45 minutes late, but they're here.
This is my tent for this evening, all set up, ready to go. I don't think I'll put a tarp on quite yet because it's not supposed to rain tonight. Tony's planning on sleeping in his hammock. Waterside site. This is Steve's and Dean's tent for this evening on this spot, like a nice flat spot. Pretty open. So we arrived at the site. This fire pit needs some, desperately needs some work. So get the work gloves out and away we go.
So here we have Brent. We finally got to our site. First order of business after getting the tent up. We're going to rebuild the fire pit to make it all pretty and conducive to nice warm fires. We're supposed to get a couple days of rain, so we'll see how that looks. But we really want to have a nice fireplace tonight.
All right, we rebuilt the fire pit. Gonna lay the last rock. So about like that. And Megs, I don't think you could have did even a better job in this, buddy. Still don't understand why people don't take their grills out. So I cleaned up all the grills. We didn't bring one, but we'll use these to recycle.
Yeah, it doesn't come off, and so it doesn't like loosen when I
let me hold this.
Yeah, fixing and
Woodland.
While we were enjoying our lunch, this helicopter flew over several times to spark our curiosity. We rushed down to the beach to observe this Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry yellow and black helicopter flying overhead.
Somebody obviously is getting emergency backed out. Got a good start on the chafing some wood.
so I think I tore my like meniscus tendon or whatever, the front tendon. So if we want to eat by 7, we'll have water on with propane by like 4 hours.
We're about to start dinner, so I'm going to get a good pot of coals going. Boys are anticipating supper this evening.
That's all.
So it's time for some dinner.
Yeah, that's what I said.
With the boys. They're stoking the fire. Supper's almost ready. Looking good, man. Going to be a great evening. Plan is to go out fishing if we have time, but just out here enjoying this beautiful evening. Fishing. Gorgeous. Beauty.
So there, that's
garlic butter and white wine.
Nice.
garlic butter and white wine. Yeah. Hello, everybody. This is Dean, and it's our first night on Penn Lake, and we've got a fire going, and I think Lonnie and Megs will be pretty happy with this fire. I got Stevie over here. He's slurring his words right now, so that's all good. And Brent over here, he caught a fish today. And Tony, he's made an awesome supper for us. It was freaking fantastic.
We'll keep them.
Yeah, first night on Penn Lake. We are doing well, and I really like the fire we got going here. So, yeah, it's been a beautiful day.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 2 on Penn Lake. Cheers.
Fire is the way to go. This propane burner is for
So right here, we're using the lake water, filtered lake water, to make some pancake batter in the pot, and
For coffees too, eh? Don't forget that there,
and for
Steve.
coffee.
okay, so we got the sausages on here. This morning's plan is to do some pancakes and sausages. Tony's volunteered to cook.
Yeah.
He likes cooking, so he can come anytime he wants. Morning's breakfast, pancakes and sausages. Nice.
I'm sure Brent wins because his packs up into a case that small.
Yeah, for sure. But you got a plan for that.
What's the verdict? Edible?
Not bad, man. Good job. After enjoying a great breakfast, we ventured out to go fishing to a back lake. This is definitely an unmanned, maintained portage. Definitely learned over the years, when I see prints like this, just keep them to myself, whether it be family or friends. That's so awesome. We arrived at a back lake, and that's all I'll say about that. We had the lake all to ourselves. Pretty cool. Beaver dam we spotted. First one. Yeah, right.
So we're on
Secret Lake and
Secret Lake and
got my first
Backwoods
brookie.
Lake.
See the red dots with the blue halos. The gorgeous fish, man. No more fish biting. It's mid-afternoon. Time to go back for some lunch. Just did a wood run. Gonna get some wood for a fire. Probably lots of spiders underneath here. Cool. Stay out of the rain if we had to. Getting to be supper time. Gonna have a steak this evening, so we need a good bed of coals. So this is a fire. So I'm coming down the beach here. I'm observing some odd behavior coming from Tony and Dean. Let's go investigate. Hey boys, what the hell are you doing?
We're getting clams. We're gonna cook them up tonight.
Yeah, we'll see about this.
Yeah.
See what you got going on there, Tony.
Some spice. Yeah.
So we got some clams here. I guess a little surf and turf tonight with our steaks and trout. All right, buddy.
Hello. We got some freshwater clams that we're cooking up tonight for supper that me and Tony worked hard on catching. I'm just gonna explain what we're doing here. Me and Tony, we got some freshwater clams. So we're boiling them, and they're gonna, when they open up, like this one's starting to open up here. But when they open up, then we're gonna turn it off, and then we're going to chuck them. And then we're gonna put them in this frying pan, this cast iron frying pan with some butter and some seasoning, and then we're gonna eat them.
So these clams are already falling out, eh? They
Yep.
opened up and
Yeah, we
no,
boiled them and they're already just coming out of the
no
shell.
shucking required. Shucking shells. Is that what you're doing, buddy?
That's what I'm doing.
Oil's on for the fish.
I will only eat it. We shucked the clams, and now we're just cooking them in the cast iron frying pan. A little bit of butter and some,
seasoning.
yeah, some different types here.
So we're gonna cut my trout here. Get them ready for supper. Gonna start at the butt here, the butthole. Cut them up the belly. Little flap here, your cut. You should just be able to and then I'll just cut it right underneath the mouth there. Pull all the guts like that. Pull all the guts. Toss in the lake. And then there's this bloodline in there. And I'll just clear that bloodline out in the water. Nice clean, my brook trouts. He's all cleaned out now. Just gonna chop off the head, throw in the frying pan.
Okay. Here's the tongs. Okay. I'm gonna go wash this stuff up, okay? Sounds good. Okay. Good.
I really love that you want to be on the camera now.
Tony's putting the steaks on. Dean's cooking. Steve, you supervising? What do you do, bud?
Hey,
Someone's gotta.
someone's got it.
Little surf and turf tonight, folks. Steak, fresh brook trout, freshwater clams, and potatoes. Potato blend. Pretty gorgeous night out here. A great way to end day 2. And then sit around the fire and enjoy each other's company. Ah, yeah. All right, my barrel's hung for the night. One less thing to worry about.
Yeah, fire stuff, yeah. Things couldn't fit in.
About what?
About it not being enough wood for tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks on over.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna
Who,
say,
yeah,
who needs wood?
it is 9:45.
They're all jumping.
Welcome to day 3 here on Penn. Beauty. A little slow start for this morning, but all right, let's get the water on. Get a coffee in me. It's well needed this morning. Cheers. Morning. Having a little eggs and bacon. Pre-cooked the bacon last night to save us some time. And then we'll get out, do some exploring for the day. When cracking an egg, you really need to get into it. Wow, gotta love this, guys. Eggs and bacon. Yeah. Just gonna head out to Clysdale today, play around the Portage and the falls there. A little overcast, but she's beautiful out here. While we go there, we're gonna be fishing with lead core. I think I have my line down about 30 feet right now. So we're approaching the end of South Penn Lake. We're gonna go to Clysdale Lake, explore the Portage, the falls, see what's going on. At least a 275 meter portage. 275 from Penn Lake into Clydesdale.
Good.
That's cool, man. Okay, we've been working hard getting wood for this evening. I'm gathering some wood this afternoon for a fire tonight. So I just got done cutting some wood. I had a dead pine tree, of course, cutting it for our fire tonight. I've got sap on my hands that I don't think you guys can see. So I got a little bit of hand sanitizer. I bet you we all have those after COVID. Just a little squirt of that. And I keep that in my toiletry bag with my toilet paper because after I do my business. And a little bit of hand sanitizer. The sap from the tree's gone. I know the day hasn't quite over yet, but let's do a recap here of our day today. So after having a pretty good time last night around the fire with the boys, I didn't get into bed till about 12:30 and slept until 9:30. Got up and made a coffee, came down here by the beach to appreciate nature. I volunteered this morning to do cook the eggs and bacon, which we had like a dozen eggs, 2 pounds of bacon. Boys appreciated that. By the time we got things cleaned up, decided what we were going to do, it was noon. It was a pretty late day. Dean and I decided to head down to the south end of Penn today to fish the falls at Clydesdale. So that was it was like a 275 into Penn into Clydes. But we just played around in the falls, hiked up. There's a little canyon. It was pretty cool. But and then fished on the way back to and fro. Now this is just kind of a rest time. We had burgers for dinner tonight, which were cooked by the boys earlier in the day. They were very, very tasty. Appreciated that. When dinner was over, we went out and got some wood for the fire, and hopefully have one last decent fire for this evening and before the trip's over. It's been a good one. hanging out with the boys, and long time till spring. It's supposed to rain this evening and tomorrow, but let's hope this holds off as long as possible.
We go skating, and everybody brought their Christmas trees. So we had a big Christmas tree fire off to the side to the pond, and everybody was
Right.
Last morning pack up on Penn Lake here. Brent's cleaning out some water pots and Dean's supervising here. Here's Brent and Dean paddling up to our dock to unload for the Portage back to Rock Lake. Water conditions are pretty smooth, not very choppy at all, and we had a little bit of a tailwind. Here comes our faithful leader who planned this trip, coming down the steep Portage. Treacherous, as I said before. Lots of roots, lots of rocks, and Brent's making it look easy. Here comes Dean.
Oh yeah.
How you feeling, Dean?
Oh, we're almost there.
Here's Tony, just finished the Portage from Penn to Rock. Tony's been a beast all weekend doing cooking, firewood gathering. Thumbs up to Tony. On Rock Lake and moving toward the access point. Way down there. And here's the boys coming into the Rock Lake access point from a long hard paddle. We're just going to get them unloaded, get in the vehicles, and head back to London. It's been a successful trip.
That wraps up another early fall trip into Penn Lake. It's been a successful one, so if you made it this far, thanks for watching. See you in the spring. Cheers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and now you can find me on Instagram, #Taplay Outdoors. And we'll see you in the spring. Thanks for watching. Here we go. 2.
Whenever you're ready, I'm camera ready.
Good.
Oh, fuck. Let's hear it, boys.
So I cleaned up all the grills, and this is what you call grilled trees.
So, fellow Algonquiners, tonight.
Jesus, swamp monster.
What happened, Tony? What happened?
That can be the funnies.
This is
Tony, you make the funnies.
We're here on Rock Lake, having a beautiful meal.
No, that's a good looking perch. He's out fishing, but nice. What'd you catch, Dean?
Monster.
Right on.
Got our penne pasta, some lake water boiling here.
It's an upright fire.
It's a snippy.
Well, here's Brent going to be starting the fire here with some bacon grease. Yeah, give it a minute.
Want to boil out all the bacteria and algae and everything, make it such a healthy meal, and we'll take the lid off in a little while and show you guys. But
I'm quite away from the main camp area. Get away from all the riffraff. Oh, he's going right over me!
gonna be a beautiful bolognese sauce over penne pasta with homemade garlic bread that's gonna go on the stones of the fire.
Cheers.
I've hit the Thunderbox twice already today. It
shit,
might have
really?
been the muscles.
This thing working?
With crushed garlic that we're actually roasting on the stove.
Let there be light. Some prehistoric sightings here. T-Rex and
What happened was? No idea.
Pretty funny here.
We're gonna make a spread out of it on garlic toast.
The red dots, the blue halos. Just gorgeous fish, man. I'll go in the bloopers.
It's gonna be a beauty night. Stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe to Brent Taplay Outdoors.
Cheers.